That's such a great groove.
Yeah.
Without overthinking it, just pop me in again.
Okay.
One more time from the top.
Yeah.
We're gonna let that thing go by. Bobby, we flew out from Boston to L.A. Well, he was the gateway to L.A. because he knew Robin Thicke, and one day, this is before Robin had any hits, he was Robin's favorite guitar player. He didn't have a favorite bass player.
Wow.
And so I just started flying out to L.A. In the meantime, I was in that band Vertical Horizon, which was doing things.
Yeah.
And so I just let the guys know. We were always talking about it as the band, but when I meet the producer, it's like I was training to try to get into more studios and making sure I was doing it right for the producer, and then that guy would have me play on a song. But it's slow and incremental. But through Robin, I met an engineer who would start getting me into other gigs.
Yeah.
But it's doing the same thing you do in any community.
Yeah.
But doing it in LA, and that person leads to that person, and that person. The work, it's maybe a combination of less work and different work. It's like a lot of the producers I used to work with they did it in a different way that's not being in favor now in terms of the amount of time and money that is spent, so we don't do it like that anymore.
Yeah.
We used to spend 2 weeks making a record and like getting paid to make that record, where I now will go in and play 10 songs in 2 to 3 days as opposed to 14 days. So there's the same amount of work in terms of the same amount of songs I'm being asked to play on. It's just
a different process. Yeah,
and it's trickier. You need more clients, more people to make. You got to work twice as hard to make the same amount of money, which is a bit of a drag, which is why touring is nice, because that hasn't really changed. You can only ever play one show. You only be in one place at one time. So your value and my value as I've gone through the business has increased to a certain level.
Yeah.
Early on, I figured out, well, I say early on, but it wasn't that early on, but at some point, I remember it clicked, and I'd been doing it this way, but I was able to, I could write it down, the whole concept of, because I play in a band, and we'd be I guess you run into this when you're doing the same thing over and over again. You start to be able to, your ideas coalesce, you can figure things out. But I realized I was not going to play so much for the audience and try to get the attention of the girl and whatever.
Right.
I was playing for the audience of the band and trying to make the drummer feel like this is the best gig we've played and going that way. Where early on, we'd all try to just put on a show and you go through your phases of like, should we be hopping around more? Should we be more like Flea?
Sure.
But I realized, like, I'm in a band, we're promoting a song, so it was not about chops, it was just about execution, and I realized I gotta make the drummer love playing with me. I gotta make the singer love hearing his voice over my bass lines. And that serves what I've been chasing, like to play on a lot of songs for a lot of different artists. That serves my goal, like, because I can't connect with the audience as quickly as I can connect with the drummer.
Yeah.